What if I told you that you might never truly die? Imagine you're in a dangerous situation, maybe a car crash, a plane falling from the sky, or even facing a life-threatening illness. Normally, you'd think there are only two outcomes, survival or death. But what if, no matter how bad the situation is, there's always a version of you that keeps living in another universe? This idea is called quantum immortality, and if it's real, it could mean that in some version of reality, you are already immortal. Sounds crazy, right? Let's dive into the mind-blowing theory behind it. To understand quantum immortality, we need to talk about something called the many worlds interpretation of quantum physics. This theory suggests that every time a decision is made, whether it's flipping a coin or something as big as life and death, the universe splits into different versions. In one universe, you win the lottery. In another, you don't. In one universe, you get hit by a bus. In another, you just barely avoid it. This means that whenever you're in a situation where you could die, there's always at least one reality where you don't. So, what happens when you face death? Do you disappear from all realities? Or do you only continue in the universes where you survive? Now, here's where things get really weird. If the many worlds interpretation is correct, then every time you are in a life or death situation, there is a reality where you continue to live. To you, it might seem like you always survive, no matter how impossible it seems. Imagine you're about to crash in an airplane. In most universes, the plane crashes and you don't make it. But in one universe, something unlikely happens. Maybe the wing just barely holds, or you're thrown clear and survive. From your perspective, you'd only experience the reality where you keep living. So, does this mean you are immortal? Well, not in the way you might think. Your body will still age. You might feel pain. But no matter what, there will always be some version of you that keeps going. But if that's true, then why don't we see older people who have survived impossible situations over and over again? If this theory were true, shouldn't we find people who have survived everything, disasters, wars, accidents, well beyond what seems possible? Some people believe that's exactly what happens. There are stories of people surviving multiple near-death experiences. Some even call them luckiest people alive. Could they be shifting through universes where they never die? But here's the catch. We have no way to prove this. Quantum physics is still a mystery, and the many worlds interpretation is just one of many theories. So, are we truly immortal? Or is this just an illusion created by the way we experience reality? If quantum immortality is real, then right now, somewhere in another version of reality, there's a version of you that has never died and never will. Does this mean you should be reckless? Absolutely not. In most universes, people don't survive dangerous situations. But if this theory is true, then maybe, just maybe, you'll always find yourself in the reality where you keep going. So, what do you think? Could quantum immortality be real, or is it just a mind-bending theory with no real proof? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this video interesting, leave a like. It really encourages me to make more content like this. Don't forget to subscribe and stay curious.